Without science, we cannot advance, we cannot innovate. Only with science, then we are able to provide, better healthcare, better food supply, as well as better materials that we wear on a day-to-day basis. The sciences that we learn enable us to create new diagnostics, vaccines, or even cures for diseases beyond just the pandemic.
Consumers of today are keenly aware of health and food trends. As a global health and food performance ingredient supplier, we can testify how much potential the food and science sector has. BASF sets up this facility in collaboration with the Singapore Polytechnic to better serve the needs of our customers in Asia.
So we have a wide range of state-of-the-art facilities that allows aspiring scientists to put their knowledge and skill sets to a test. We house the first ever Asia's Perfumery and Cosmetics Science Center. We also have the Food Innovation and Resource Center, where our students from the Food Science and Technology Diploma are able to use their latest innovations to come up with new food products together with them. We also have our Optometry Center, Medical Technology Suite, as well as the Biologics Corridor to help to upskill our students. We also have our Energy and Chemicals Training Center and our Smart Lab, which are key players in Singapore's Industry 4.0 drive. These experiences complement classroom learning and help to seamlessly transit our students into the workforce as well as to further their studies.
SP provides us with deep theoretical knowledge, and along with that, they also teach us hands-on practical skills that allow us to solve practical issues that are faced by the world. I have always been interested in the field of biotechnology, and I think SP firmly set me on the path to be a researcher in biotech. So the field of biotechnology and medtech is a very exciting one, and SP provides a very strong foundation, future-proofing the students for them to take part in this very exciting journey moving into the future.
Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to the info session of SP's School of Chemical and Life Sciences. My name is Paul and I'm a lecturer here in SP. With me this morning are all the course chairs from our school in CLS, and they'll be here to introduce their respective courses to you. All right, so first up, we have Mr. Jeffrey Wei. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Paul.
Mr. Wei is the course chair for the Diploma in Applied Chemistry.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Paul. Hi everyone, I'm Jeffrey, and please allow me to start by sharing you the focus of applied chemistry. Okay, so in applied chemistry, we want to lay a strong foundation in chemistry so that our students are able to work in the various chemical sector in Singapore. Okay, so if you like chemistry and maths, and you like to perform chemical experiments, this is the course for you. Now, probably ask why the existence of this course. Now, the chemical sector is the second largest sector in Singapore. Just on Jurong Island itself, we have 100 over refineries, petrochemical and specialty chemical plants. Okay, not to mention a myriad of chemicals and pharmaceutical plants in the other parts of Singapore. So there's many employment opportunities for our graduates. Now we are the first diploma in Singapore to offer applied chemistry. Okay, so because of our long establishment, okay, our course is very well recognized by industry as well as universities, and we have a very strong alumni support that supports our course in terms of offering employment, internship and projects opportunities. So our course is also broad-based so that our graduates will be versatile and able to perform different roles in the different chemical-related industries. Okay, we have 3 specializations, which I'll elaborate later on. And our course is very well recognized by the Royal Society of Chemistry, as well as the materials, minerals, and mining for the competency that we impart to our students. Now, what you see in the orange boxes are the target industries that we want to prepare our students to work in. So we have a progressive learning strategy to prepare them comfortably all the way to year 3, where they will acquire the important skills to work across these industries. Now we have 3 specializations. So at the end of year 1, our students will rank their choices that they hope to go into. And we have 3 specializations. So the first one is the industrial chemistry specializations, where students will be imparted laboratory skills to work for the specialty chemicals, water technology, and pharmaceutical industry. For pharmaceutical science, it will be the pharmaceutical and biopharmaceutical. For material science, it will be the materials, specialty materials, and there will be emphasis on innovation and design, where students will crystallize what they learn and they apply in the capstone project. And for each of these specializations, they will also need to, students will also need to embark on a 22-week internship program. Now we have state-of-the-art facilities, the Materials Performance Center, where students get to work on materials formulation, prototyping, as well as diagnosis of materials characteristics. And we also have the Applied Chemistry Laboratory Suite. We have 9 laboratories in total, each supporting a different skill. Now, JPC has a broad-based curriculum, okay, and we align to several Singapore skills framework, as you can see in the slides. And the jobs revolves around the laboratory in terms of QC, applications, and research. Now, our course is very well recognized by local universities. So what you see are the degree programs that our graduates are eligible for. For overseas universities, our graduates are usually granted first year or even up to 2 years advanced standing. Now, these are the JE information last year. For this year, the proposed intake will be capped to 100. Now, Rayfern is one of our very successful graduates, okay, who have really enjoyed and go through the learning journey with us. Okay, she is now pursuing a chemistry degree program at NTU. Okay, with this, Paul, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so next up, we will have Dr. Edmund Louis. Hi, Edmund.
Hello, Paul.
Dr. Louis is the course chair for the Diploma in Biomedical Science. So over to you, Edmund.
Thanks, Paul. So hi everyone, my name is Edmund and I take care of the Diploma in Biomedical Science. So what exactly is biomedical science? Biomedical science is the science that saves life. So it ranges from research activities in life sciences and biopharmaceutical industry to medical testing for diagnosis and management and prevention of diseases. As we all know, there's a need for biomedical science. Why? Number one, population are getting older. With an aging population, there's a more and more demand for healthcare industry. In alignment to this, the government healthcare spending is expected to triple its value from our current 18.4 billion to 50 billion by 2029. Biomedical science industries also contribute to around 5% of Singapore GDP, accounting for 20% of the manufacturing sector in Singapore. So why DBS in Singapore Polytechnic? For us, our student is able to choose from 3 specializations: the medical technology, the cardiac technology, and the biotechnology. To prepare our students to be work ready, we have internship opportunities at premium laboratories in Singapore, healthcare institutes, and multinational biopharmaceutical companies. Our unique cardiac technology has partnership with the National Heart Centre for authentic clinical trainings to prepare them for a career in health science. Our graduates also benefit from a rich and extensive alumni network. To supplement our trainings, we have the state-of-the-art medical technology suite and biologics corridors. So this will actually allow our students to use the up-to-date equipment that's used by industry today. Upon graduation, our students can actually pursue different lines of work. For example, in biopharmaceutical industry, they can choose to work as assistant biotechnology, or in the healthcare sector, where they can work as a medical technologies or cardiac technologies. They could even venture out to research as a research assistant in the universities or A-stars. If the students wants to pursue higher education in university, a large number of my students, our graduates, actually enrolled into local universities. They can also have a possible entry into the second or third years of the Australian or UK universities. Our graduates also have the flexibility to pursue other disciplines in local universities such as NUS or NTU. This is the information based on the 2020 intake, and we are proposing an intake of 100 students for this year, 2021. This is a statement by our 2019 gold medalist, Chong Yue. She's currently pursuing a double major in NTU in biomedical science and biobusiness. So this is my last slide. I'll pass back to Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Okay, so next up we have Miss Katerina Young. Hi, Katerina.
Hi, good morning, Paul.
Good morning. Miss Young is the course chair for the Diploma in Chemical Engineering. So over to you, Katerina.
Thank you, Paul. Hello and good morning, everyone. Let me tell you more about the Diploma in Chemical Engineering. The Diploma in Chemical Engineering is actually the study of applied sciences and mathematics. We actually turn laboratory ideas into large-scale production realities. It is actually the most versatile discipline for the chemical industry. Well, in Singapore, chemical engineering diploma graduates are very much sought after by employers because there are many biopharmaceutical and chemical manufacturing plants that are located in Singapore and based in Singapore. The energy and chemical sector alone contributes to about a third of Singapore's total manufacturing output. So you can see that there's always employment opportunities for the chemical engineering graduates. Here are the three reasons why you should join the Diploma in Chemical Engineering in Singapore Polytechnic. First, we actually have the state-of-the-art training facility named Energy and Chemical Training Center. It houses laboratories, workshops, and pilot plants that are designed and endorsed by industry and government agencies. Second, the diploma program is the first to adopt a student-centric engineering teaching method, which means your curriculum is very well taken care of. Third, the diploma program is accredited by the Institution of Chemical Engineers UK since 1996. This means we have a very long history of providing training to students, and it's industry-driven as well. Here you will see how you will acquire skills and knowledge in a progressive manner through a spiral curriculum. First, you will actually learn the basic chemical engineering principles in your first year of studies, then progress to a more complex concept in later years, and then finally apply all these in real-world applications through your plant design projects and internship. There are many career options for a chemical engineering diploma graduate. You can work in the biopharmaceutical or chemical industry, or even in the area of workplace safety that cuts across the different sectors. You can take on roles such as process technician, laboratory analyst, biotechnologist, and safety officers, just to name a few. A chemical engineering diploma graduate can also pursue studies at a local or overseas universities. There are many areas in which our graduates pursue into, for example, chemical engineering, environmental engineering, engineering science, and many, many more. To prepare you for the upcoming joint admission exercise, here are some information that you might find it useful to prepare for your application. Lastly, here I show you a very outstanding graduate from the Diploma in Chemical Engineering course. Song Kiat came from a very humble background, just like many of us. He worked hard, through his determination, he excelled in what he did. So I hope through all this information session, you will find or identify courses that suit your passion and interest. Thank you for your attention, and I will now pass the time back to Paul.
Thank you, Katerina.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Okay, so our next presenter will be Miss Ng Su Ling. Hi, Su Ling.
Hi, Paul.
Ms. Ng is the course chair for the Diploma in Food Science and Technology. So over to you, Su-Ling.
Thank you for the kind introduction. Hi parents and students, my name is Su-Ling, and over the next 5 minutes I will share with you what is the Diploma in the Food Science and Technology course is about and what you can expect as a DFST student. So this course aims to train technologists for the Singapore food industry in areas of food innovation, food processing, as well as food safety and quality management. Globally, there's an increasing demand for plant-based food market and healthy food products due to more health-conscious individuals. And in the local context, the sale of ready-to-eat meals will increase to 48 million in 2022. Such mega trends drive our economies and the need for employment in the food industry. In the local context, we are also faced with emerging challenges such as population growth, climate change, and decrease in international imports accentuated by the COVID-19. So all this drive our SFA, Singapore Food Agency, to strengthen our local food security network via 3 food baskets, namely to diversify our imports services and also our 30 by 30 vision, which aims to grow 30% of our local food supply by 2030. Last but not least, we are also encouraging our local companies to expand their production to other countries so that we can overcome our safe space constraints in Singapore. So all these demands for the food industry, both locally and globally, is further evident that our food science graduate is highly sought after in the near future. So why should you choose SP DFST course? It is the first diploma in Singapore that offers food science and technology, and we are well equipped with state-of-the-art facilities. There's a unique work-based learning experience with our local in-house FIRC Food Innovation Resource Center. And due to our appointed sector lead role in the food manufacturing industry, we have a strong industry support in internship, project collaboration, as well as scholarship. Last but not least, our rigorous and industry-relevant curriculum is also accredited by the International Union for Food Science and Technology. Here shows the state-of-the-art facilities that we have to support the teaching and learning for our students. If you'd like to know more about our facilities, feel free to browse through the virtual tour in our course website. So as mentioned earlier on, we have a unique DFST curriculum, which is supported by a very strong fundamental science training in year 1. So in year 2, we will then dive deeper into the food science module, whereby our students can choose to opt for a FIRC BITE program. So what is this program about? It is a work-based learning experience whereby our students will take on real industry projects supervised by food scientists at the FIRC Center. So such work-based learning experience will allow our students to appreciate what they are learning better, and also these experiences are accumulated through FYP and internship exposures. So career-wise, our course prepares our students very well for a wide range of job roles in the food manufacturing sector. And many of these companies show on the slide here work very closely with us, and some of these collaborations even materialize into commercialized products that are developed through competitions and final year projects. So besides preparing our students very well for the industry, we are also accredited by NUS, local university, NTU, as well as SIT. Many of our students also go on to pursue their studies overseas with advanced standing where they get exemption for their year 1. So this is the aggregate score for last year for the DFST course, ranging from 7 to 13. And last year we took in 115 students. This year we intend to take in 105. Lastly, I'll end off my sharing with this quote from our top student, Magdalene, who graduated in 2017. She's currently doing very well and pursuing her degree in food science and technology in NUS. So if you feel that food science really appeals to you and you're really interested to take on this diploma in SP, do consider S47 Diploma in Food Science and Technology from Singapore Poly. Thank you very much. Over back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Su-Ling. So I'd like to welcome back again Dr. Lui. Hi, Edmund. Dr. Lui will be presenting on behalf for the Diploma in Optometry.
Thank you, Edmund. Hi, everyone. I'm back again. So this time around, I'm going to share about the Diploma in Optometry. The Diploma in Optometry actually aims to train optometrists to actually provide eye examination services for children and adults. This actually helps to prevent blindness by actually early detection of eye diseases. And this could actually enhance the quality of life by improving our vision through the prescribing of spectacles and contact lenses. There's a growing demand for optometries because 65% of the primary 6 students actually in Singapore have myopia. And this is one of the highest in the world. In addition, there's a diabetes prevalence of 14.2% in Singapore, and it's expected to be growing. And people who are suffering from diabetes actually may develop a disease called diabetic retinopathy, which 83% of them are not aware that they actually have this particular disease, and this could actually lead to blindness. So optometries help in a way by early detection and prevent them to develop into blindness in the future. In addition, the elderly is expected to become 50% of Singapore population by 2050. So with our aging population, there's an increased demand for optometries in the future. So with all these trends, there's a strong demand for optometries. So why SP Optometry? So we are the first tertiary institute in Singapore to offer optometry in 1994. So we expose our students to clinical trainings from their first year when they first come into our diploma. So we are able to train them clinical competency and confidence because we start training them from their first year. Our program is also accredited by the Optometrist and Optician Board, MOH, in Singapore. To prepare them for careers, we actually have a 17 weeks internship to make sure that they are work ready. Our students are also able to participate in overseas community service as a way to contribute back to the community and help the elderly for eye screenings. To supplement our trainings, we also have the state-of-the-art in-house optometry center and also vision science laboratories. Upon graduation, our graduates can choose to work as optometrists in the retail, hospital, and even eye clinics. They could even work in the MNC as a customer relationship specialist, marketing specialist, and for those who are interested in research, they can actually work as a research optometrist. This is the intake for 2020, and for this year, we are intending to take 60 students for the year 2021. So this is a statement made by our gold medalist in 2019. So he's currently serving the NS, and this is the statement that he put. So if you are keen to make a difference in healthcare, please join us. Now I'll return back to Paul for the next segment. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, I'd like to welcome back again Mr. Jeffrey Wei.
Wow, nice to see you again.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeffrey Wei will be our last presenter for this session, and he is also the course chair for the Diploma in Perfumery and Cosmetic Science. Jeffrey?
Thank you. Hi, everyone, again, nice to see you. Okay, please allow me to share the Perfumery and Cosmetic Science, okay, by going through the focus. So the Perfumery and Cosmetic Science, okay, now please take note that the Perfumery and Cosmetic Science is not a haircut or a hairdressing course or makeup course, okay, but rather it trains students on the formulation of personal care products, okay. So if you are very interested in chemistry and if you have a passion in creativity, this is the course for you. Now, why the existence of this course? Now, the perfumery and cosmetic science industry is known to be a recession-proof industry, okay, in the sense that good times or bad times, okay, we have to take care of our well-being, we have to take care of our personal hygiene. So there's always a business throughout the year. Okay, secondly, Singapore is a good platform where leading global companies like to set their presence here because they want to tap on our multiracial society to conduct their new application development work. So there's a lot of opportunities for our graduates. Now, we are the only diploma in Singapore to offer a diploma in chemistry, perfumery, and cosmetic science. So we have a very strong industry support, okay? And our partners support us on offering employment, projects, and internship opportunities to our students. Now we have state-of-the-art training facilities to support our students' learning. For example, the Consumer Chemicals Technology Center is one of our SP research centers. And our SP and our research centers actually work on real projects with our industry partners. So when our students work in these centers, they get to acquire important skills, and not only that, they get to be supervised by the industry professionals themselves. Now, the course adopts applied learning approach. So after their year one, where they learn the fundamental skills, in year two, they will crystallize and they will start to learn the core skills and crystallize the skills to work on real-world projects. Okay, and these real-world projects are actually collaborations with our industry partners. And in year three, they will further immerse in their work-based learning, okay, because they have to go through a 44 weeks internship program. Okay, and because this internship program is substantially long, okay, they get to work on solutioning projects as well as be sufficiently mentored by their industry mentors. Now, these are the career options and these are the job titles that are given to our graduates. And usually the work will involve formulation, application, development, and evaluation of personal care products. Now, our graduates are also eligible for local universities, and what you see here are some of the degree programs that they are eligible for. And similarly to applied chemistry, they are also given advanced standing for overseas university. Now, these are the information for last year's JEE event, okay, and the proposed intake will be the same as last year. Now, Xing is one of our very successful perfumery students. Okay, she really enjoyed her journey with us, and she's actually joined us via the PFP route. Okay, and now she's actually studying. She's pursuing a chemistry degree program at NTU. Okay, so that's all I have. So on behalf of my colleagues, we really hope you can join us. Okay, thank you. Paul.
Jeffrey. Thank you. Okay. Right, so I'd like to thank all the course chairs from CLS on sharing their respective courses with you. Now you know a little bit more about our courses. Let us take you on a tour of our facilities here at CLS.
The Energy and Chemicals Training Center is a comprehensive facility that provides us with hands-on experience and a realistic work environment. Small-scale benchtop experiments are also conducted to innovate new products. We even get to operate a fully equipped integrated pilot plant that is 2 stories high. Here, we simulate the authentic experience in the industry where operations are remotely controlled.
Welcome to the Food Science Laboratories. These are the labs that Diploma in Food Science and Technology students use to discover the world of food, from raw ingredients, processes, and packaging to finished consumer products. In these labs, we develop, evaluate, and apply different food ingredients and flavors.
The Materials Performance Center houses state-of-the-art equipment which supports the learning of knowledge and skills needed in the core areas of Singapore's chemical industry. Nestled within our Materials Performance Center, the Materials Innovation and Design Room is the nexus for innovation, enabling rich interactions between students, staff, and industry partners. Students acquire deep skill sets to operate, perform, and evaluate various materials. Using our industry-standard processing equipment and 3D printers, students are exposed to the importance of process optimization from design to production.
In biomedical science, students can choose to specialize into different specialization based on their interest. In the medical technology specialization, students acquire skill sets to perform clinical diagnostics tests from samples, including blood. In the cardiac technology specialization, students will learn about the various types of heart-related diagnostic procedures, like the electrocardiogram. In the biotechnology specialization, students learn to produce biologics such as insulin, vaccines, and other biological substances.
Welcome to Singapore Polytechnic Optometry Centre. Students gain real-world working experience attending to real public patients, working alongside qualified optometrists. A standard consultation room enables students to conduct detailed eye examinations. The instruments here take photo of the back of the eyes and provide cross-sectional view of certain parts of the eye to assist students in their analysis. The latest digital optometry equipment not only enhances learning but also prepares students for optometric practice.
Welcome to the Perfumery and Cosmetic Science Centre. Here, we formulate personal care products, such as moisturizing creams. Professional equipment, such as the corneometer, are used to help us develop better products. We also learn how to identify olfactory families. We are able to concoct perfume bases through the accurate addition of fragrance materials using analytical balances.
Hi, welcome back. I hope you have enjoyed the tour of our amazing facilities. Now we're moving on to the next segment of today's program. We are going on to the question and answer session. You can post your questions on Pigeonhole. Right? The URL for Pigeonhole is pigeonhole.at/SPOH2021. I'll say that again, pigeonhole.at/SPOH2021. Okay, so we have our first question today. The question is asking, what is the difference between the diploma in chemical engineering and diploma in applied chemistry? Ms. Katerina, would you like to answer this question?
Sure. The diploma in applied chemistry, much of the work is done in a laboratory setting where you will learn how to use the various laboratory instruments to perform analysis on formulations, materials, chemicals. So it's pretty much lab scale in a much smaller scale. In the diploma in chemical engineering, we basically turn the laboratory ideas into large-scale production realities. So you will be handling larger amounts of chemicals and materials, and this is where you will learn how to practice it in a safe and in a safe manner.
Thank you, Katerina. Okay, our next question. Can I take optometry if I didn't take bio in GCE O levels and I know nothing about the eye? Edmund?
Hi. So yes, you are able to actually join us because our year one modules is going to teach you a good fundamental. So our graduates, our students actually, some of them do not have bio background. But once you come in, we will train everything, all the basics for you. So do not worry. We just need you to be passionate in optometry. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, so the next question is, should I still take the Perfumery and Cosmetic Science Diploma if I have an interest in cosmetics and would like to do business, right? But do not really like chemistry? Jeffrey?
Well, my advice is that you need to have some liking for chemistry, because essentially the year 1 and year 2 modules will have quite a number of chemistry involved. Also, the cosmetic science module also would tap on this chemistry knowledge. For example, formulation science, okay, you need some chemistry knowledge in order to understand the modules, the cosmetic science and perfumery modules as well. Yeah, so, but if you want to take, you still can, okay, but along the way, it's good for you to build up your interest in chemistry.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Right, so we have our next question. Next question is asking, I like both chemistry and biology. So how should I choose my diploma? Jeffrey?
Okay, from the diplomas that my colleagues and I have shared, okay, the diplomas will have chemistry and biology modules in year one. Okay, so you get to do the modules in year one. However, okay, regardless of the module, if you are very interested in taking modules on biology and chemistry, you can still take it as an elective, okay, whichever course you are in, okay, because electives are offered to all the diplomas.
Okay. Thank you, Jeffrey. All right, moving on to our next question. The next question is asking, why should we choose the diploma in food science and technology compared to other culinary programs at the other polys? Suling?
Thank you, Paul. That's a very good question. Firstly, our DFST course in Singapore Poly do not prepare you to be a Michelin chef in future, but rather, as mentioned in my sharing earlier on, DFST course focuses our training on food innovation, food processing, as well as food safety and quality management. So when you graduate from our course, you will actually be working in the food manufacturing sector as a food technologist, as R&D research scientist, as a food process engineer, instead of being a chef. So although culinary skills are quite important in the food innovation aspect of our training, but that is not the main emphasis in our course. Thank you.
Thank you, Suling. All right. So the next question is asking about, is it possible to study medicine in our local universities after our biomedical science course? Edmund?
Yep. Yes, it's possible. Our course actually qualifies to enter into the medical program in the local university, NUS and NTU. However, only a small number of students will be able to qualify, and it varies year by year. So it requires a number of different factors, for example, your leadership and your CCAs, etc., etc. Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, I think we have this question before. Okay, so the next question is asking the difference, what's the difference in the diploma in applied chemistry in SP compared to the other polys diplomas? Jeffrey?
Okay, across the board, most diploma in applied chemistry will teach students the skills, okay, in performing laboratory duty, roles, okay. But the difference will probably lies in the curriculum as well as the way we teach. Yeah. So each course, each diplomas will have a different way of imparting the modules to the students. But essentially, all applied chemistry diplomas would prepare students to work in the laboratory in quality control, applications, and research work.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Right, our next question. Given the current situation with COVID, how will the overseas programs be conducted? Overseas program, I assume, should be the internships and the attachments. How, will there be any replacement for this program? Maybe Ms. Katerina, you'd like to answer this question?
Okay, I'll give it a try. I think these are probably questions that are running through a lot of our future students' mind. With the current situation, many of these programs are currently done local. Nonetheless, we are also exploring other ways to bring the overseas experience to our students through virtual platform. These are currently still being worked out, so we do not have much confirmation to share at this point in time, but I think when things becomes clearer, there will be such opportunities that's available to students, depending on the situation as well. I think in terms of internship and attachment, a lot of our companies are also multinational type. So they do bring in their culture into Singapore, and you will still be able to experience it locally when you do your attachment with them.
Thank you, Katerina. Right, our next question is asking the difference between optometry diploma and the degree in regards to job scope, and what can a degree student do that a diploma student cannot. Edmund?
Yep.
So basically, upon graduation from our optometry diploma, the graduate should be able to register as a registered optometrist to perform as an optometrist in Singapore. However, you may wish to further studies if you wish to go to an R&D roles, for example, which requires degree qualification. Yep.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, our next question. This is a very important question. So why should we choose to study in the School of Chemical and Life Sciences here in SP? Jeffrey?
Okay, our school has a long history. Okay, now our school is the first School of Chemical and Life Sciences to be established in Singapore. Okay, because of our long establishments, we are very well recognized by universities as well as the industry. And we also have a large alumni network that supports our school by offering employment, projects, and internship opportunities. Okay, adding on to this, okay, we have a robust curriculum and taught by staff who are dedicated as well as experienced.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey. Our next question is asking about the possibility of an N-level student entering into the biomedical science course. Edmund?
Yes, there's a possibility. It depends on the various route that you may choose to pursue. It could be after N-level, you pursue an O-level. Alternatively, you can go through direct admission, everything through the Poly Foundation programs. We do see students who came from a N-level route.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, the next question is asking whether the lessons in 2021 will still be online. Su-Ling, you want to answer that question?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so currently all our students in Singapore Poly will take on their lecture virtually through either interactive recorded materials which we posted on our learning platforms. However, we do value the face-to-face interactions with our students, and we see the importance of hands-on training in the practical sessions. So for tutorial and practical sessions, our students will then come back to campus to perform the experiments, of course under safe distancing measures. So we foresee that 2021 will still be lessons online for the lecture component. Tutorial and practicals will still be face-to-face until further notice is established. Thank you.
Thank you, Su-Ling.
Yeah.
Right, our next question is asking about the employment prospects for graduates of the optometry diploma. Edmund?
So as I mentioned previously, with our aging population and most of us is wearing spectacles in the first place, so there's a growing demand for optometrists. So we usually have a very high employment rate after graduation from our diploma program. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, next question is asking about internship. Asking whether the internship is arranged by SP or the student themselves. Ms. Young, you want to answer this question?
Sure. Internship, I guess, it really depends on individual. It can be both ways. If you are able to find a relevant internship to the course, you can bring this up to your lecturers and discuss and see how to make that happen. Nonetheless, we also have a pool of companies that we normally will reach out to and arrange the internships for our students. So it can work both ways depending on the student's preference.
Thank you, Katerina. Okay, the next question is asking about the possibility to enter the dietetic degree program in universities via the Diploma in Food Science and Technology. Su-Ling?
Yes, our students from Diploma in Food Science and Technology are eligible to apply for the dietetic degree program at SIT. However, the cohort size can be small, and for more information about the enrollment criteria, it is best to visit the SIT website for the most updated information. Thank you.
Thank you, Su-Ling. Okay, next question is asking about how to decide in the biomedical science diploma the elective subjects to choose.
So basically, I think you're asking about the specialization. So once you enter in the first year, you actually there's no specialization yet. At the end of the first year, you then choose your own specialization. So do not worry. In your first year, we'll give talks and even bring you to tours to, for example, if you like Kayatek, for example, we even have tours to the National Heart Centers and the speakers who are graduates from there to talk about the life there. So you could actually choose the specialization at the end of your first year. Yep.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, our next question is asking about what are some of the challenges faced by students in an applied chemistry diploma?
Okay, for our applied chemistry course, we are very well established. So our lecturers will know how to design the pace that is suitable for the student learning. Okay, however, we realize that students who are disciplined, okay, who are self-driven, they are able to complete the course very successfully. So it's really up to the student. Thank you.
Jeffrey. Right, next question is asking about electives. When it comes to electives, are we only allowed to take electives in CLS, or can we take electives from the other schools? Suling, you'd like to take this question?
Okay, so for elective, right, all our electives in Singapore Poly are free elective. You're free to take elective from either from within the school or from other faculties. Yeah.
The next question is asking about the difference between our biomedical science diploma and the applied chemistry diploma. Edmund?
So basically, based on our talk just now, you will realize that biomedical science is majority we are focusing on biology, while applied chemistry we are focusing on chemistry. So it depends on which kind of career you want to work in the future. So in our first year, we are it's the same. So depending if you want to work as a biologist or a chemist upon graduation. Yep.
Thank you, Edmund. Now, next question is asking which course can a student learn how to change food type. So I thought food type could be referring to the constituents of food, or maybe creating new foods. Suling?
Yeah, so when it comes to food innovation, I believe diploma in food science and technology will be most relevant, because we do provide training to our students in terms of food product development and innovation, especially in year 2, as well as during final year project and internship in year 3. Thank you.
Next question is asking about the possibility of becoming a physiotherapist after taking the biomedical science diploma.
Yep. So some of our graduates do enter into physiotherapist degree programs, especially overseas. So I believe most of the physiotherapist program is overseas. So upon graduation, you can apply to enter into the university. Yep.
This question is asking about forensic science. If someone is interested to study forensic science in the university, which diploma is best for him or her? Emma, you'd like to take this question?
Yeah, sure. So forensics, it depends, because forensic science is very broad. There's forensic biology and forensic chemistry. So it depends on your particular interest. So you could either join the chemistry, applied chemistry, or the biomedical science if you're interested in from the bio angle. Yep.
Thank you, Edmund. Okay, this question is again asking about internships, both local and overseas. Are students allowed to choose where they want to go or where they want to work at, or are they assigned to it by the school? Ms. Young, you want to answer this question? Similar to the previous one?
Yeah, this is quite similar to the previous one, whether the student can choose whether it's assigned by the school or the internship is to be sourced by the student himself, him or herself. I think it works both ways. For the internship, it really depends on how many companies and how many placements are being offered within a particular semester. So, so students typically will know which sector or which companies offer which internship. As to whether they are able to choose really depends on the cohort of students as well. I think it has to work hand in hand. What is available versus what the student wants as well. So at the end is all the students will get an internship placement within the course that internship that's relevant to the course.
Thank you, Katerina. Next question is asking about the possibility of getting a PhD in optometry. Edmund?
Yep, sure. So basically, optometry, after your degree program, it's possible for you to pursue a postgraduate PhD, for example, in optometry. But I think most of the courses, PhD program in optometry are overseas. Yep. But yes, you can after your degree.
Okay, so sadly we have come to the end of our segment due to time. Thank you for attending our info session this morning. And I hope you can join us for our Zoom breakout sessions later. Right, the Zoom links has been sent by email to those who have registered for the session. Thank you very much and bye.
Bye. Bye.